Welcome back to Bombshells at the Villa. Me and Jenny are going to be talking about week 3 now, right?
Yeah, which is
Oh my
crazy.
God.
There's not a
I
lot has
know.
happened, but a lot has happened.
I know. And I can't believe that next week we'll be recapping Casa Amor already.
Yeah, it came up
It's,
fast, but I'm kind of
yeah.
thankful for it.
Yeah. There's like no stable couples, and they're like, let's just stir the pot.
Honestly, I feel like because the couples aren't that stable, they're like, we honestly need new people like at a faster rate than just the occasional bombshell to actually have hopefully some relationships forming because
Yeah.
it's been a rough little go of it.
Yeah. It was like the beginning part of the week, I didn't have a ton of notes really. I was kind of just like, yeah. But the last couple episodes, I've been like, oh my God. Oh my
Like
God.
what is happening?
Like, what is going on? I like, I don't even know where to start. Like, I literally, my notes are such a mess because my brain is like so scrambled, and I feel like it's just gonna keep scrambling as the weeks like keep going. But all I'm gonna say is these people, bless their hearts, they can't send the right person home to save their lives.
Yeah, are you talking about
Like,
Jeremiah and Hannah?
yeah, I mean, Jeremiah, I understand because he's a little toxic. What did Hannah do?
I know, poor
Like,
Hannah.
well, I've heard two different things about the Hannah thing. Their reasoning for sending her home was because her connection was too strong.
Interesting. I had a theory that it was maybe because and they showed this for a second in the episode, either that episode or the episode before, her talking about how much she missed Charlie. So I was like, maybe
Yeah.
they think that her connection with Charlie was better and that maybe
Yeah.
it wouldn't be like as sad sending her home because she potentially has someone waiting for her. But
Yeah.
it's kind of a stretch either way. Either that her connection with Pepe was too strong and she's like a threat, or she has something going with Charlie and they maybe wouldn't feel as bad. Either way, like,
Yeah.
it's a bummer.
The thing about this season that's really bothering me is they're playing it too game like. Like they're like,
Yeah,
oh, well, she
strategic.
had a strong connection, so we're gonna vote her off so that her connection's gone and like they don't win. Like, what?
Yeah, it is. It has been really hard to watch this season and be rooting for anyone because you, as a viewer now, can't even watch if their relationship is genuine or they're just playing the game. But obviously, they can't say that outright because it kind of defeats the purpose of the show. There's not a single person or couple I even like want to see win because I just don't know what they're really there for. And, I get it. Like, I don't blame them if they're there just for the money and they're going to play strategically and just have a good time. Like, good for you for getting on the show to do that. But it's a bummer as a viewer. I want the drama, but I also want like a solid couple to root for. And maybe I'm hoping for too much because it's still early, but I want someone to root for.
Yeah. I mean, it's and let me just say one thing. They're not playing for a lot of money here.
Yes,
it's
not
right. Like it's
$1
$1 million.
Yeah.
They're playing to split $100K. Granted, more money than I've ever seen in my life, but you are splitting it with somebody, and then after taxes and everything, it's like you probably make more in your yearly salary than you would end up getting if you won the show.
Honestly.
Granted, like, but then again, like if you're on the show, you have an immediate influencer career the second you leave the show.
Totally,
So,
especially if you're someone that's causing a lot of drama and very like there for a long
even
time.
Huda's gonna have an influencer career after this, and it's like the money and winning the show, it doesn't matter. If like look at last season, even oh my God, Serena and Cordell, they won, and that's great. But like, look at how successful Leah and Miguel are as well, and they didn't even win. So it's like, it doesn't matter about winning. It doesn't matter about winning the money because regardless, you're on the most popular reality TV show in the world. You're going to have a career once you're off the show. So might as well find a genuine connection while you're there and like prove you as a person. Because now as people who are bound to become influencers, they're selling them And it's like, if people don't even like you, you're not going to have a career after this. So it's like,
yeah. I mean, think of Sweet Baby Jalen. Like, he was on the show for such a short amount of time, and I think he has like an insane amount of followers now.
He
just
just
because
gained like 1 million followers.
Yeah, because people
Nothing.
liked him and he seemed like a sweet person, and just were sad that he like didn't have the opportunity. And so I'm really happy for him on that front. So even if their logic is solely focused on either the money, which isn't a lot, or to be a social media person, being there the longest doesn't guarantee that. And honestly, this season, being there too long almost seems like a character flaw because it's been so strategic focused. Like, to me, if Ace gets to the end, for example, who has been, I think, very strategic, I would not be happy. I wouldn't want to follow him after that, because he kind of like manipulated the game and created his little mean girl cult. And that's not like great. Meanwhile, someone like, I don't know, like
Charlie and Jalen, it's like everybody's loving them outside the villa.
And that's because they were genuine.
We feel bad for them.
They were nice. We felt bad for them.
Yeah.
They seemed to be there for like the right Love Island intentions. And so it's definitely interesting to see the shift, because I feel like a week or two ago, Ace's mantra of, the right way to play the game, which is not to go into a couple right away.
And it's like, it's not a game, though. It's not a game. Love Island is not a game. And like, even the challenges aren't real challenges. They're just excuses for them to spray each other with water
and in each other's mouths. Oh my God.
God. It's like, they're not even real challenges. I think that's the biggest flaw with the show, is like, we have all these challenges. What are they competing about? Like, what is the competition? All they're doing is picking names and making out with each other. It's like, if they're going to be challenges, make them challenging.
Yeah, like, I love the cute outfits, the occasional drama that comes out of it, but I want more.
Right. I think we were talking about this last week too. It's like, can we just like have a challenge, like, and then you win a date at the end? Like, there's not enough dates.
Yeah, and I was thinking about that, dates? Like with our new Bombshells. I like Pepe. Even he's been here for a little bit. I know nothing about this person. We saw one day with Hannah, which helped a ton. But I feel like even with Iris, she's been here for a while. I don't really know much about her. She went on a date, which was helpful. But other than that, like, I feel so disconnected from a lot of the newer people, because either they haven't been in any connection, like strong relationships where you get to see them, or they're going on a ton of dates. The only way I know anything about, Iris and Pepe are because of their dates. All the other new Bombshells we have, literal no clue anything about them. And I feel like it's such a bummer, because especially now when there's such a pressure or an element of viewer voting, how am I supposed to vote? I don't even know these people.
Well, they should let us vote anyways, because clearly these people can't vote out the right person. Like, I'm sorry. Why is Amaya still there over Hannah? Why is Huda still there over Jalen?
I wonder if they thought, like, in case, at least for Iris and Amaya, that they wanted to give them a chance to find something, and like an opportunity to find something. But I think, while I understand that, this season is just so weird, so anti-coupling, which is the whole point. Like, Hannah basically got screwed over because she found a connection. She found a second connection twice. And she got screwed. Jeremiah, while I'm not super upset he went home, he was potentially finding another couple, whether or not it was love.
Yeah, and I thought they actually had good chemistry. Like, I keep saying her name wrong. Audrina? Is that right?
Oh. Yeah.
Audrina. I think
that's right. I always like try to think of how Nick says it. He always says it so like
Nick.
So Nick. Yeah, I'm like, okay. But yeah, even in them, I'm like, they got punished essentially for getting a couple. Jeremiah and Huda, toxic or not, like,
when he forehead kissed her goodbye, I was like, get out of here. Go. Go. You can leave.
Yeah. The only ones that haven't gotten penalized, which I think is interesting, Olandria and Taylor have been in a couple, and honestly, that couple
everybody's their best friend.
And it's so frustrating to me, because their couple is the most boring. I think. I really am not convinced Taylor is interested at all. I don't think here for Olandria with Casa more. But if anyone should be like the next target, in my mind, it should be them if they're going to continue with this logic of theirs. I don't know. It's just not fun to
It's just
watch.
not genuine. Like, it's like, I mean, you look at the three girls that were put up against each other. Iris isn't fair because she hasn't been there as long.
Yeah.
Amaya was a very early bombshell. And well, actually, did her and Hannah come in together? I think so.
Goodness. It's like all a blur. That sounds right.
I'm pretty sure they came in together. And I'm sorry, Hannah has found 2 successful connections. Amaya has been in 2 failed couples. So clearly this isn't working for her. And I love her. I think she's a sweetheart. Like, I think she's definitely genuine. But I just can't listen to her anymore. Like, I just can't do it anymore.
I mean, really struggle with it because it's like, I agree. Like, she's having a hard time in the show. She seems like a genuine person. I want her to have the opportunity to find someone. But yeah, I guess, like, how do you decide? Do you want to prioritize the people that maybe haven't had the chance or just haven't found someone yet but seem genuine versus someone that also maybe has been genuine about this game and has found a connection with someone who isn't going home? Like, how do you pick between the two? I feel like potentially whatever they would have decided wouldn't have gone well. And I am bummed we didn't get to hear their reasoning. I know potentially why maybe the whole Leah stuff last season. Weird. But I feel like it did us a disservice because I feel like what they probably decided on in their minds was reasonable. I just wish we knew it.
Because we don't get to know. Yeah. I also saw this thing. I was seeing a lot of people on TikTok saying that Hannah is actually like super fake. And like, because did you see the clip of when she was crying at the vanity and like the 3
girls said anything?
They were just like, So a lot of people were saying that there was like a lot of like deleted scenes or clips, I guess, like where Hannah was being like two-faced or fake or something like that. Yeah. So that would check out as to why they would get rid of her. But like, why aren't we seeing the stuff? I just feel like we're missing so much. I feel like we're not seeing enough of what we should be seeing.
I agree. Viewers. And in that case too, it's like, one, I wouldn't blame Hannah for being like, screw you guys, you just like voted me out. Like her being like, I don't know how to talk to you guys, you just voted me. Just
right. That's so fair. It's like, but I don't know how to look at you all that are just sending me home when I'm in a successful couple. Like,
yeah, like what the heck?
Poor Pepe, he was so sad. He was so sad.
He was poor sad.
Pepe, I'll come get you, buddy. Don't worry. Like,
you know, he does seem like a really nice person.
He looked like, I just want to put him in my pocket. Like, he's so cute.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. But no, even with the Hannah in that situation, I saw that, you know, that online as well about, you know, maybe they just don't have a good relationship. But I also could see too that maybe it was just an awkward situation because it was right. Like they had just voted her off and Hannah called them out for it, and similar to there, and maybe they don't know how to respond to it either. And also to your point, like maybe they just cut out any actual conversation and there wasn't actually as long of a pause as they made it seem to be. Like, who knows?
Cut so much that, because like, I mean, I was very much expecting the boys to send Jeremiah home because it was the 3 mean girls against him. And Ace is his biggest hater. Like watching him and Andrina talk off to the side, the 3 boys were all like,
I know, so upset.
They were all like, meh. And I'm like, I can't. And I knew he was going to go home, which I'm not completely disappointed in it. I think he's so hard to read, and I don't know. I mean, I don't think Huda was completely, I don't think their relationship was completely her fault. I think it was a 50-50 for sure.
Yeah.
But I just, I can't. I mean, I am actually very glad, speaking of Huda, I'm very glad that Casa Amor happened right now because I don't think I could handle her trying to move in on Pepe.
Yeah.
Pepe, he literally said, he said something, was it in, I watched the beginning of last night's episode. He said something about like, I just don't want Huda to kiss me.
I mean, fair.
And I'm like, she was just being shady, and then Hannah gets sent home, and now what?
And like I don't blame Hoda for trying to make connections with who's there to show that she's willing to, try to do better. And I also respect TJ for just being like, I'm not interested and I don't want to like lead you on. Respect for that. But she needs fresh people who like maybe want her outright.
For Huda to be like, oh, like, I'm not one of those girls who's gonna be like, F you, like, blah, blah, and I'm like,
roll back the tapes.
I literally saw someone put a TikTok compilation together of all the lies that she has told, and it's so funny.
Yes,
it's
yes.
so funny.
Expected.
Like,
yeah.
I can't, like, and then I think TJ even made a face. He was like, are you though? Aren't you though?
He's watched the show before he
right.
came on. Like, he's seen you.
She's trying to be like so chill girl right now. And she's like, I'm not one of those girls. Like, we're cool. Like, oh my God, we're fine.
I want to believe you so badly.
And then in her head, she's like,
like screw this man.
I can't. It's so funny to me that they have had, I mean, granted, America, I suppose, saved her allegedly. But like, they were given the chance to get rid of her several times and they didn't. And then America was just like, we'll keep her. It's like,
yeah, I did see a movement online about like we should vote her as the fan favorite to show that we are like pro her trying to do better and like actually try to do the show. But a lot of people were like, we can't do that because then she'll think that she was in the right. Wrong, and we also want her to take accountability. And so I wonder if like that like little moment of pro Huda #1 movement probably like maybe bumped her out of the bottom 3. That I've also seen theories that the producers just didn't want her to go home because she causes the drama and she's like the only interesting thing of the show right now.
That's totally fair. The internet changes their mind every single day. They're gonna hate her again tomorrow. So it's like I don't even bother because we're changing our mind like we're changing our underwear. Okay, like we're
like straight up.
No. But yeah, the thing about Huda too is when she was acting like, when she was like, wow, I'm like so excited to flirt again. Like it's just like you weren't in a long-term relationship. Like you weren't like bound.
You could have been flirting this whole time.
Right. And she's like, wow, like I feel so free, like I get to flirt again, like blah blah blah. And everyone's like, you
girl
could have been doing this the whole time.
I know. And no one would have been upset as long as you were transparent with your couple. You guys were on the same page. You could have been flirting with every single person there.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity. But hopefully she'll learn. Like Casa Amor is her second chance. I haven't watched the episode yet from Monday night, but hopefully there are people that like know her, know that she has a kid, knew how she was like, and come and be like, I'm still for Huda, which would be perfect. But
I hope that they have not seen the beginning part of the season.
Yeah, I would be shocked
wondering if they have or not, but they probably have. I saw one of the Casa girls, like her friends had posted a TikTok of like bringing her to the airport like earlier this week or end of last week. So it's all fresh. Like it's like the thing about that I love about this show is like they're there right now. This is happening in real time. The episode we're gonna see tomorrow is happening right now. Like
it's so crazy.
It's so interesting to me. But I have a lot about Sierra and Nick.
Yes, I want to talk about them so bad.
So a couple of things. First of all, everybody is going to Pound Town in that big bedroom. Hannah and Pepe went to Pound Town, which was wild to me. Well, she was literally crying about Charlie, and then maybe that's why the girls were starting to think like she was faking because she was crying so much about Charlie, and then a day or two later, her and Pepe are smushing. So it's like, I mean, I don't know.
Right before Charlie went home, she was like, "Nah, I'm all for you, Charlie. Like, bye, Pepe." Yeah. And then Charlie had to go,
and then she's like, Pepe, Pepe. Yeah.
So
have you seen that TikTok sound that's like Pepe, Pepe, Pepe? So funny. But yeah, so and then Huda and Jeremiah went to Smush, and Nick and Sierra as well. So like, are we all just really comfortable with communal sex? Like, I'm confused. Like,
I mean,
okay, sure.
Silver gold, I guess.
to each their own.
Was it Shelly who was like, "Do you have a good night?" Like, couldn't sleep. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
Do they have earplugs? Can they bring earplugs? Like,
They should.
they should.
Ugh, ugh.
I would never go on a show with other people that I had to sleep in the room with and not bring earplugs. Snoring,
Earplugs,
smushing.
face mask. I wear a sleep mask all the time, and
Yes.
you need it.
Love it.
Yeah. But anyways, so I'm not particularly feeling Nick and Sierra, which is going back to our point before. All of these couples are just not doing it, and I have notes on Shelly and Ace too. It's just like,
Shelly and Ace.
The thing about Nick and Sierra is I think they are insanely compatible, but Nick is your typical 20-something young boy who just wants to get laid, and he might want a relationship. He might have had relationships previously, but like he's just doing the whole like, oh, like, I don't know, like, I don't think I want anything too serious right now. Like, I don't want to close. And it's just like, you please don't tell her that the morning after you guys hooked up.
I know, I felt so bad for her because she was like, okay, maybe this is a sign. And she, goes to him and it's like, I don't want to, I've been really patient. I try not to ask you about who you're talking about. Like, I'm trying to be patient and recognize that this is what Love Island is for. And she's been so good. And she's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I have real feelings for you. And she, probably felt like she was validated in that because of what happened the night before. And then he was just like, no.
The other thing about this season that's really bothering me is all of the double standards coming from both sides too. Like,
100%.
Like Nick is telling her that he's still open after having sex with her, and like saying that like all this stuff that he should have just kept his pie hole shut. And yet TJ's being nice and bringing her tea, and like, he will not let her. I'm like, then what's the double standard? You're open, but another guy can't bring her a cup of tea?
Yeah. It rubs me the wrong way. Like, I get it. Like, if you're trying to be funny, like, it is funny that it was like a really hilarious little moment. And I'd be like, oh, that's kind of cute. But it is just frustrating because I really do like Sierra. I think she's being genuine. I feel like she has been so patient. She has been so understanding, and she really wants something more. And she expressed that feeling. And I just feel so bummed because he's clearly not taking it as seriously as her. Like, even if he intentionally was trying to be hypocritical with the whole like teacup thing, like, at the very least, he was being funny about it and like knew it was being funny, and it's not funny. Like, you're either open and you're cool with her doing that, just as she's been giving you that grace, or you're closed. And then in that case, that wasn't cool, and you can't be like,
you're bringing her tea every morning, like,
like you're sending her these weird messages. Like, of course she would have been really hurt by him being like, actually, no, I've just been goofing around, basically. Like, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Nick is the blueprint of every guy in their early to mid 20s right now. And I can relate very, very well to it. It's like he talks out of his ass, and then he's like, actually, never mind. Scratch that. I don't mean that. I actually do want to pursue you. I didn't mean that when I was saying, like, it's just like, just get your facts straight. Think through, like, use the thing inside of your head called your brain, make a logical decision, and then speak.
Yeah.
Or just don't speak at all.
He's really capable of being emotionally intelligent, because we've seen parts of him, like when he kind of stood up with the whole like Jeremiah thing, and like, he calling out Jeremiah for not consoling Huda for almost going home. Like, he definitely has moments where I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like, that was really like aware of you to call that out. I do personally think that it's not him purposely trying to be misleading or rude. I think he's just genuinely in it for a good time. He's not really taking it seriously, and he's just having fun, which I don't fault him at all for that. Like, Love Island seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's just, And I can understand if he's not going to be upfront about that because it's like, well, I'm just here for a good time. But I do feel for Sierra because she definitely has different goals for Love Island, which most other people do, which is to find love, hence the name of the show.
Yeah.
So I don't fault him, and I don't think he's trying to be intentionally misleading. It's unfortunate to see now that they're clearly here for different reasons. I did think that they were compatible, like you said. Hopefully, maybe Sarah will find someone else at Casa Amor because I'm not convinced Nick will stay single, sadly.
Yeah. I mean, Nick's there for a fun time. Sierra's there for a long time.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
just like, I don't know.
That's like the theme this season. Like,
and like literally, it's like there's nothing genuine happening. There's so many double standards. There's so much like behind the scenes stuff. Like going onto the Shelley and Ace thing, people are saying that they have been a couple outside the villa. That
very
that
interesting.
when they met each other, last year or whatever, that it was more. It led on more than it. There was more to it. And like, I guess they did like, there's so many stories, like they did long distance. They saw each other multiple times. They talked every day. Like, and people have this the most absurd conspiracy theory that I've heard is that they've actually been a couple this entire time. They applied separately and both somehow got on the show and they were playing it cool to win.
Yeah, I mean, my first reaction was like, how does the producers miss something like that? Even work? But maybe if they're both in on it, they like wipe what they can from the internet. But you can't really wipe things from the internet. So I'm like, it's got to be out there if this is true. And I would be so upset if that's the case. If they've like come in manipulating the whole show, like if that, they purposely like didn't pick each other to couple up at the beginning to look like they're like. Will they, won't they?
Well, and they did. And then Ulissa stole him.
That's true.
So, I don't know. I mean, I do think in the red string theory, crazier things have happened. Like, it's not that crazy that they've met in real life before. But, like,
being on a full-on relationship?
What are the chances of you meeting, let alone being in a relationship, and then both getting on the show? Like,
right, like the chances that you both apply for the same season, the chances you both get on, picked. Like you get picked, like it is crazy. Like, because like my reaction too would be like, "Yo, this is fate. Like we clearly have to we have to see this through."
Right,
crazy.
exactly. Which I think is what their initial thought process was. But it's just like how the world. There are so many people in the world, like clearly there was something meant to happen there, but like even just watching them interact now, like it's so like it's like a little too casual, but it's also like they're super into each other, but like are they? Like there's just nothing genuine happening this season and I'm so confused. Like
yes, I'm
where is
by
that?
Someone also called out their like age difference, like how young Ace is.
Yeah.
I think 22, if I remember
He's
right.
22 and I think she's 26 or 27.
Yeah, which I don't really care about the age difference stuff, but like there was this element of, oh, is he like too young for her? And like, is he taking this seriously? And he's just being manipulative. And I like he's a schmoozer, He has that look on his face. He'll say the right things. I don't think I'll really fully believe their relationship until it gets tested. So perfect timing, Casa Amor has happened. I think that if they do come back together, they both return single, I'll either be convinced that they knew each other before or they actually really, didn't know each other, like fully be together before and it's fate. And like, in that case, like, hell yeah, like go team. But I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just like not really. I think the only people I like right now are JT and Iris, and I actually really hope that or is it JT or TJ?
Oh my god, I
think it's TJ. Actually, wait.
I just think I know nothing about him.
Or is it?
It's TJ. It's TJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know.
I literally at first I literally didn't even, I thought it was PJ at first. So I was like, what? I was so, I like, you know, when you say something in your brain and it gets stuck like that.
Yeah, and then you're like questioning your life.
Like, you can't convince me that it's something else. TJ.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep. He's a real white piece of toast.
I think he is adorable, and I think him and Iris have a little something something.
Yeah.
So hopefully that doesn't get messed up in Casa. However, it's still fresh, it's still new. They just kissed for the first time. So like,
yeah, can't really expect much.
But I do think that is something exciting. I think Iris is super genuine. I definitely think she's a girl's girl there for the right reasons. Like, I just like, I'm so glad that Jeremiah's gone in a way, or like Iris is not involved with him, because now like Huda will just leave her alone.
Yeah. And it's like, just like, I'm still not sure about, you know, the guys called out Jeremiah. Is he love bombing again 2.0 with the new bombshell? And when they first said that, I was like, oh yeah, like fuck. But I'm like, you just don't know. Like, he could just be really affectionate, and then at that point, it just really comes down to his actions, and he never got the opportunity to prove whether or not it was for real or not. The same thing with Iris. I'm kind of glad Jeremiah's gone too, because even though they kind of just like landed on friends, having that just like energy around, I don't know, like around her, and she trying to spend time like consoling him and being supportive, when all I want her is just to go all in on herself, and like, don't bother with Jeremiah, don't bother with Huda, just like focus on your own thing. But
I just can't with the like memes of like, our dream date, and he knew that. It's like,
my partner quoted that today, early today, and he was like something totally unrelated. It's like, he knew that was my dream date. I was like, are you quoting Love Island? Like, I love you so much. The like whole like trend of guys like getting into the show with their partners is everything to me.
It's I have a love-hate with it for sure. Like,
I mean, this show has been very memey, like, you know, the Mean Girl stuff, Ace being kind of a short king. Like, it's hilarious, but I'm also just like, is it a good season though? I don't know.
I don't even know. I think it's so bad that it's good.
Yeah, and a lot of people are watching it. I saw Lizzo did a TikTok about it.
Oh yeah, like, Megan Thee Stallion being on the show.
That episode was amazing.
What?
So refreshing, so fun. So
I literally I cocked my head to the side. I was like, huh?
At first I was like, why are we doing this? Like, oh, she's just promoting her swimsuit. But I think it was so necessary, like, to chill out the vibes and remind them that like, this is also just a good time. Like, it's okay.
Yeah,
she was great.
You're having fun. We're having fun. Like,
yeah, I thought her energy was perfect for that moment. I was so happy. And her little shout out to being like, hey guys, these are real people with real feelings who will come out of the show and see all the shit you're saying online.
Oh,
Ariana, I think.
Said that.
Yeah, but even Megan said it too. Like, like when I saw them, I'm reminded about how they're real people and with feelings. And I'm like,
they're not just our little Sims.
Yeah, like, calm down, everyone. Stop doxing people. Stop being psycho. We can have our opinions, but be chill.
Well, the internet will never be chill, unfortunately. It's a ruthless place. Every time I post a photo on the internet, I'm a little anxious.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just like,
don't look at me.
The Instabots are just, they're gonna go off.
I know, they're nasty.
And people on TikTok are worse. People on TikTok are so mean and brutal. And it's like, what happened to peace and love? Like,
I know.
If you don't like something, then just shut up.
It's with these types of shows, and it's not just this one. I had this thought with another show, and I can't remember which one it was. It might have been like Love is Blind or something. I wonder if there really should be like mental health support post show, because
like PTSD style.
Yeah, because unless you're already on the internet beforehand and you like are mentally prepared for the shitstorm that's going to hit you when you come back to reality, it can really fuck you up. And especially in this show where we've seen certain people, Huda and others, go through an emotional roller coaster, like the last thing they need is to go back out into reality and have this just like massive wave of hate and just really mean things. I'm like, I just want to make sure that they're supported. You know, I feel like that should be just like a basic thing as part of social shows like this, that
that's so fair.
we will support you
They have to go
after,
through like a mental consult for like
yeah,
3 months after.
like how to like ease back into life and just like process what just happened. Like I fear for them. Like we need to be like more pro.
And like don't post clapback videos,
Yeah,
ignore
just
the
like
comments, delete the comments.
whatever the process should
Yeah.
be, like focus on
'Cause
yourself and your
Huda
mental
would
needs.
100% make clapback videos.
And which would be great, like, you know, Queen, good
Great,
for her. But
amazing
only if
entertainment.
it helps her mentally cope. You know? And I don't know if that would.
She should probably be more concerned about seeing her daughter again. She's been away from her daughter for almost a month.
Oh my god. I know.
That's the other thing. Like, obviously you can go away from your family. Like, you don't have to see like your immediate family every day, but like that's your kid.
I know that'd be hard.
Like, thank God she's got a baby daddy, because like what?
Yeah. And they seem to maybe, I mean, I know nothing about them, but like,
yeah,
if she was able to come on the show, hopefully that means that they have like a decent relationship where, you know, he was fine doing that. But I won't speculate. How are you feeling about Austin? We haven't talked about Austin yet. I feel I've seen a lot of things about how people thought he should have gone home out of the 3 boys.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, I know we talked about being fine with Jeremiah go home, but do you think that there should have been reason to send out Austin?
Yeah, because I just feel like he's not even really trying. Like, he had a connection with Chelly. Did he really try to? That's the other thing with men nowadays. It's like they have something right here on a silver platter right in front of them. All they have to do is try just this much. Just this much. And they don't. They have no interest. Which is exactly what happened with Ace. Ace is like, okay, I want that too. But I'm the 4% of men that is going to try.
Yeah.
And
whether or not it's authentic.
And he got the girl. Right. It's like, so the thing about Austin, I think for me is just, buddy, just try just a little bit. And like, he gave up on the Amaya thing so quickly. And he's just like, and then Amaya's like, Austin.
I know. I was really
I think
frustrated.
She was a little too much too soon. But he didn't even give her a chance.
No, and it's not like he didn't know that about her. So that's what frustrates me, is that after that they couple up, then that's when he's like, oh wait, this is actually too much. It's like, it's not like, I mean, he did express that it felt like
he just met her.
Yeah, like he did express, like, you know, when we got coupled, she was like acting now as if we've been in a relationship for like decades, which I understand, but she gave you the opportunity to be honest by straight up just asking you, am I making you uncomfortable? Which I feel really bad. She even has to ask that question. And we had just seen him talking to someone else being like, I'm uncomfortable. And he was like, no. I'm like, this is your opportunity, Austin, to be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest. It frustrates me.
It was the other thing that was interesting with this, with the people that just got sent home, is the bottom 3 people, it was 3 couples. There wasn't any mix matching going on. It was like all 3 of these people were in a couple with the other person on the other side. So it was just like, I
didn't even think of that. Yeah.
I realized it when they were all standing up there, and I was just like, hold on. He's with her, she's with him. Hold on. And I was like, was it just like the 3 people that were lowest, and then their couple just automatically became the other low? Like, I was like, how did we rate this rating? Like, this is really confusing.
Yeah. And like, I wasn't surprised by who made the bottom 3. Like, again, like, I know people were surprised Huda wasn't, but I did see a lot online about like, we need to put Huda first and let her know that we're pro her changing her ways. So I actually do think that there was just a random spike.
We're giving out free chances to people that don't deserve them.
Yeah, and like, whatever, but
nothing to earn that. Yeah. I just, she deserved, the only thing she deserved was to go home.
Yeah, like, I think having them both go home, Jeremiah and Huda, I think would have given them all a fresh start, like the rest of them, like the vibe of the show. I think it's still awkward with Huda because I don't know, like, it's just, how do you expect her to find someone else? Like, because all the people coming in have seen how she's acted. Like, would there actually reasonably be someone that comes in being like, I'm cool with being with someone that has a child. I'm also cool with having seen Huda be Huda, and also
Hurricane
Jeremiah
Huda.
be Jeremiah Huda, like whatever. But I mean, maybe there would be, and I'd be so happy for her. It's just, I don't think that's likely because all the people coming on the show are super young, and I would be surprised if someone's coming on there looking for a child. But
yeah,
I don't know. I sympathize with her. I don't know. I feel bad.
I guess one of the new girls is 21. Bless her heart. Like, that's
a baby.
So little. Like, what are you doing on TV?
Like, at 21, I don't even know what I was doing with my life. Like, who was I?
I was changing my major. I was
like, me too.
I'm like, what? I'm like, I was
having mental breakdowns.
Barely legal. Yeah, I'm like, how did you get here? Like, what? I
mean, good for you, but
you know, bad for us.
I'm jealous. So. But I could never go on a show like that for sure. But
no.
Hopefully Austin.
I think my father would disown me if I ever went on to a show like this. Like,
I think I would disown myself.
Mostly because he told me he would disown me if I ever went on a show like this.
Well, then you're just gonna have to go on Too Hot to Handle.
Oh God. He was mostly talking about The Bachelor. And I was just like, that's the most innocent one. And I met The Bachelor, so.
Oh my God. I'm so jealous.
I know. I went 40 minutes without talking about it. It was good. It has nothing to do with Love Island.
I know, but in the world, kind of.
In the world. Yeah, Pilot Pete was a very nice man. Very happy to meet him. I was thrown off because I heard that he's like a train wreck, but like he was very sweet. So
it was nice. That's fun.
Yeah. So that was fun. But you know what? And honestly, though, like looking at some of those other shows, comparing them to Love Island, they're all equally as less successful. But I feel like with a show like The Bachelor, like you go in with the intention to leave the ring on your finger.
Yeah, the stakes are way high.
So much higher. And in Love Island, they just want to wear bikinis and create drama and like it's good television, I guess, but like if you don't find love, that's not my problem.
I mean, maybe that's why the money is so low, because it's like it would be weird to have a really high money pool, but you're also on a show for love. Like that doesn't really like equate. Having a money thing at all on a show that's supposedly about people finding people love, it's like at the end of the day, we have to realize that this show also doesn't take itself seriously. It also recognizes what it's for, which is having a lot of good-looking people come together, create drama, maybe have relationships, but like love, probably a stretch.
Love is on the bottom of their list.
Yeah, so they can't fault the people that are all just for like having a good time and not for love, because it's like the show also probably doesn't expect you of that.
No, they're not getting Neil Lang in here getting you a ring. So, but I feel like just based on the way this season is going, I would not be surprised if it was a steal in the end with the money.
I agree.
So just with the way that things are going now, like I could totally see that happening. Granted, it doesn't always I think it's only happened a couple of times, like in the history of all the Love Islands. But like,
well,
it'll
be a guy too.
Probably.
I think it'll be a guy. With the guys that we have right now, like I feel like, other than maybe a few exceptions, I feel
Pepe would never. All the other men.
Agreed.
Maybe.
Pepe wouldn't. Yeah. The other ones, no.
Pepe would want to share with everyone.
Sweet Pepe. I hope he is as nice as we have on the vibe, because again, we like don't really know him that well. So I am excited again.
He's quiet but he's mysterious, and I think that's why we like him, because he shuts up and keeps to himself.
Which I'm like, you know what?
Which we like.
Which is like the what do they do on the show? The stupid little claps.
Yep. But I don't know. I'm excited to see how Casa goes. I think the next week's episode is going to be a lot more tomfoolery. I feel like this past week has kind of just been like, chilling out,
the calm before the
crazy storm. Exactly. And I feel like the storm is a brewing.
It is brewing. I'm really excited for it. I need a mix up. I need new people. I need more people. I frankly hope most people come back with a couple and not single, because I need more. I need more legit relationships. Hopefully people that are more authentic, more genuine.
Yeah.
But still having a good time and still drama.
So I watched like the first like 25 minutes of the first Casa episode. Do you want me to tell you what I know so far? Or,
okay. Give it.
So basically I think it's 5 girls and 6 guys. So there's one less girl, and one of the guys doesn't end up with a girl. So the way they're doing it, Ariana comes on and she says they're doing it completely different. Everybody is single, and you're being thrown into an immediate Casa couple.
Oh, so you're getting coupled up immediately. Okay, because there's 7 girls right now, I think, and 6
So there's one. There'll be like 1 or 2
solo
guys and girls that are single, and they're vulnerable, so they could very much be going home. And
interesting. So it kind of feels like a refresh wipe, which I'm for.
Putting a wrench in everything so far.
Let's just start this over.
So there's one guy that won't be in a couple, but the thing that is interesting to me is when Casa's over, everybody's going back to the villa that's left.
Oh. Okay, so they're going to be like eliminations separate.
It'll be like a cesspool of people that are just coming back. So
oh my God,
I'm just worried. I'm just done with the whole Huda thing. I wouldn't mind if she ends up going. I haven't gotten to the girls part yet, but same with Amaya. Like, I don't know. I hope she finds somebody, but like, it just doesn't feel like it's working for her. I really want my girl Iris to find someone, because I think she's like the most genuine girl.
I think I'm really rooting for Sierra as well. I want her to find someone that's more into her than Nick. I want Nick to feel some pressure and like decide what he wants. And it's okay if he wants to just have fun, but like be upright with it, because she clearly wants something more. Yeah. I would be surprised if Huda or Amaya find someone. I feel bad for that, but I think they need a specific type of person that, and like, I sympathize with that so hard, because they probably went on the show being like, I need help finding someone, and they just haven't lucked out.
And they still need help finding someone.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe like Love is Blind, I feel like would be perfect for them, but I don't know. But we'll see. Yeah. I'm not.
I mean, that show, half those couples don't work out anyways either. So it's just like,
honestly,
where
I
are we
skipped
going
through
wrong?
so much of that show.
Me too. It's all fluff.
The beginning, and then I skipped through like all the middles until like they're at the altar. And then I watched the reunion.
There was so many couples. I was shocked. I was like, oh my God. For them to have like 6 couples that went to a wedding and then only have one of them actually get married. I was like,
hello. But so maybe they shouldn't go Love and Blind. There's more people in that. So I'm like, maybe there's a chance. I don't know.
I mean, I would love for Sierra to shake things up, because Nick is the kind of guy that he needs to know how it feels to shake in his boots a little bit, because he doesn't know the kind of baddie that he has, and he needs to see that she is going to be a hot commodity for sure. I can already see it.
She's a queen.
Right. And it's like, if you don't know what you have, then you shouldn't have it at all.
Agreed. And I would even put Olandria in that bucket too. Like, I like Sierra, love Sierra, but I think Olandria is also kind of very genuine, and I'm sick of Taylor and his like mediocre effort. Maybe that's just his love language, weird pecs and unable to look her in the eyes. But if I were her, I'd be like, this guy does not like me, and he won't say it. So I really hope she finds someone. And honestly, Shelly too. Like, I just don't like Ace, and I want her to have someone else.
I know your Ace was Jeremiah's biggest hater, and your Ace is his biggest hater.
Listen, I wasn't like that pro Jeremiah either, but I'm definitely anti.
Right, but like, you're the Regina George in our situation against Ace.
Like, I have a burned book, and it's only his face.
Yep. I mean, I'm sorry if you have your own name tattooed across your entire back.
I saw a TikTok of all the tattoos. I'm like, guys, Austin barely has a tattoo of a girl eating like drinking boba or something. I'm like, But
Yeah,
why?
that one's a weird tattoo.
Like,
I watched one of the first episodes with my mom, and she's like, "Oh my god, why does he have his entire name tattooed on his
I mean,
back?
valid
He's like,
question.
full of yourself much?" I'm like, "You're right.
She was right. She clocked him.
That is a walking red flag. Like, if I started dating a guy and he had his own name, I understand having like your family's name, like your last name,
Yeah, fine.
your own first name, which
It's
is
wild.
most likely his nickname too,
Yeah.
just tattooed across your entire
His
back."
entire back. Like, it's not even like a little thing. It's like the
No,
whole
it is
back.
the entire little man back. Like,
Like, I want to know what the thought behind that was. Like, why?
And as
The
a
only
tattoo
reason has to be
person,
like, I love you so much.
yeah, I'm insulted as a tattoo person too, and I'm like,
Like, please don't make me do this.
no, like, ugh, it's a lot. So, yeah, I
Hopefully
mean,
the new people, I know you've seen a little bit of it, but hopefully the new people have better tattoos.
God, I can't. I mean, that stuff's on your body forever. I'm intentional, at least when I get a tattoo. Like, please.
Yeah, 100%.
But
Ugh.
all right. Well, I think Casa is going to be interesting for sure. I think we are in for a treat. I think that everything is going to fall to pieces as it should. And then it'll just kind of get restacked up from here. And we'll see who survives. It's going from Love Island to Survivor right now. So
Yeah, every islander for themselves.
literally, it really is, honestly, because there's no solid, genuine couples. At least going into last year, like, there were the girls that were like sleeping outside, and I mean, the boys were messy last year, but like Kayla and Aaron, Nicole and Kendall, like they were all like so solid by that point, because I think Casa was like a couple weeks
Way
later
later,
than it is
yeah.
this year. So like these people were like set, locked in, and they were being genuine. The boys were messy. The girls, which will probably happen again. But
yeah,
we'll
but
see.
I want the
hope
girls to be messy too. They deserve
I think the
it.
girls should have fun.
Yeah,
definitely.
They all should. I think a refresh sounds perfect right now. No one's in a solid thing. There's not a single couple that should come back together. I think everyone.
I think we're good.
Go for gold, fam. Have a good time.
That's totally fair. But, well, let's see what happens, and I'm excited to see where we go next week with Casa and more.
Me too. Should be fun.
Right, so keep your fingers crossed. All right, so that was our week 3 recap. Stay tuned for week 4, Casa More week 1. Bye.